Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for not letting my mother-in-law see my baby until I put cameras up in my home? I, 25 female, had a baby boy with my 27 male husband 4 months ago. His mom, my mother-in-law, has some old school backwards thinking that I do not agree with. She spanked her kids, let them cry it out when they were babies, etc. She tries to impose those thoughts on me, and I tell her I do not like that way of thinking and will not be doing that with my child or future children. One thing she did was put cereal in her kids' bottles. She said it to me about 3 weeks ago, and I told her no because that will increase the chance of gagging or inhaling that liquid into his lungs, and I told her that I will not be doing it. My husband said he will not be doing it, and I told her she will not be doing it. I caught her on Saturday feeding him his bottle with Fruit Loops mixed in when I came downstairs from taking a nap. I completely lost it and told her to get out of my house. She told me I can't do that because this is her son's house too, and I told her I would just call the police because she's refusing to leave. She left but stayed in her car across the street until my husband came home from work. She tried crying and acting like I was the bad person. He told her that he asked her to stop when he caught her last week. I got pissed because he didn't tell me that. I was furious with both of them at that point. I told her she would never be allowed to watch him or any children I have in the future again, and she has completely lost my trust. She's never allowed in our home again. My husband has tried to smooth things over, and I'm not having it. I told him the only way she'd be allowed back in our home was when I put cameras up and she cannot go out of my sight with again. She blew up at me in the group chat that we have with her, myself, my mother, my father, my husband's 2 sisters, and my sister. She called me controlling, a helicopter parent, a bad parent, etc. My family was not happy about the way she talked to me and told her she needs to back off, and his side of the family was more so on her side and said I was overreacting a bit because the baby is okay. One of his sisters did say she crossed a line, and she's done that with her kid when she popped her daughter in the mouth, and that's why she's not allowed to be with her daughter by herself. I don't think I'm wrong. Top comments. Never leave mother-in-law with the kids alone, ever. This becomes Olive Garden grandma, aka you only visit her at Olive Garden. This. Even if you have cameras, I wouldn't trust that woman 1 second. She clearly has her own agenda and doesn't give a crap about anyone else's opinions. I'm sure she can find a spot off camera to slip some Pringles into the next bottle because the baby needs some potassium. Not the asshole. Your husband needs to step up and establish the boundary, though. Don't let that woman in your house without cameras, and all visits should be supervised by you until she has earned your trust back. She needs to understand that she doesn't get to choose how to parent your child, and needs to respect your rules if she wants to be in your child's life. Not the asshole. There is no smoothing anything over. Freaking Fruit Loops has dyes and additives. A newborn baby does not need that. And it could have a really bad effect on a brand new belly. Fruit Loops? What the F? You have a husband problem. He's putting her feelings before your child's health. A 4-month-old doesn't need Fruit Loops. Until your husband is willing to enforce boundaries and consequences, she will continue to behave this way. Not the asshole. This woman is trying to play the victim when she's an unashamed child abuser. She spanked her kids, let babies cry it out instead of checking on them, and has put choking hazards in her own babies, and now your baby's bottle and won't stop even when told to stop repeatedly. Your sister-in-law said this woman popped her daughter in the mouth and lost the privilege to see her. Dear God, that is never okay. She's calling you a helicopter mom because she can't see how crucial it is to protect babies from her. Fruit Loops? Good grief. When you said cereal, I thought you meant like baby-grade rice cereal, that stuff that dissolves in formula and helps supplement when you've got a good feeder that needs a little extra oomph once in a while. I breastfed and was a terrible producer. I had a devil of a time at first and finally hit upon supplementing with formula, and at the first feeding of the day would add a teeny bit of rice cereal to it. He's now a 6'3" 30-year-old. But Fruit Loops? I have no words. Not the asshole. She sounds like a nightmare. Here's the thing. I wouldn't need cameras because mother-in-law would not be left unattended with my baby again. Fruit Loops? Not even baby cereal. Just no. But that's not the reason she wouldn't be left unattended ever. The fact that she has no common sense is one reason. Another is that she is sneaky, and the third is that she popped another grand in the mouth. And not necessarily in that order, just not happening. Cameras aren't going to stop her. Keep her away from your baby. And your husband is an a-hole for hiding her prior act from you. He knew it was a problem and did not want to tell you. He is prioritizing her comfort over your baby's safety and your marriage. This is exactly the type of person that, when told their grandchild has an allergic reaction to something, will introduce the child to the allergic environment in order to prove you wrong. This person is dangerous. She hit a child in the mouth and people in your family are still making excuses for her? Hell to the no way on this planet or any other would she ever be around my child. She hit a child. She fed a 4-month-old actual breakfast cereal. And she hit a child. What is wrong with the rest of the people in your husband's family? This is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and would like to see more related content, click the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.